I don't know what we're watching at this point, dude. I don't know what this is.
This is like if somebody said, "Hey, do you want to watch the downfall of Housewives as we know it? Just watch this season of OC."
I don't know what it's so ass backwards. It's embarrassing. The way that some of these ladies are moving and decisions that we're making are just befuddling. I am befuddled.
Mm-hmm. Befuddled all across the
shows, bros and shows. I gotta have me my bros and shows. Bros and shows, bros and shows. I gotta have me my bros and shows.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bros and Shows. I'm your co-host, Steele Russell, joined as always by the one and only OC Goots. What's up, dude?
I don't really know what we're going to talk about. I didn't watch the episode. Fucking wish I didn't, honestly. Jesus, like, yeah, we did this last week. We're going to do it every week, probably.
Yeah, we did this 2 years ago, so you guys know what the drill is. If
Yeah.
you've been around for a while, you know what
We
about
get
to do.
better at it. It gets to a point where almost like numb.
Yeah.
And then we'll have like a good banter back and forth, kind of joking about like what we would do to fix it. This seems so far gone that there is no fixing.
It just, like, ending the episode with Good News Friday, I'm like, I don't know four of you.
Uh-huh.
You just walked up to this table.
Yeah.
Matt's wife is there. Joe is there.
Gina's ex's new wife.
That's
is-
Matt's wife.
Yeah, oh, that's
Matt's wife.
Yeah.
Joe's there. Like, Sophie comes up.
Yeah. Like,
Look, guys,
what are we
great.
doing?
Good news is great. Good for you. I don't give two fucks about what you're talking about on this speech.
It's legitimately every in-between scene of like, this is what's going on in my life. I don't care.
No.
I simply do not care what's going on in these women's lives. It doesn't mean anything to me.
But they are a product of their own downfall.
I
Or their
know.
downfall is a product of themselves because we care when it's a good season. When you have housewives doing their jobs well, we care about the in-between scenes because we're invested in the characters. I genuinely hate everybody on this show except for Katie. I used to like Jen. I hate Jen. She stinks. What the fuck was that?
This season's going to make me a Tamra fan. That's how far we're willing to
Tamra?
go with this.
Hold on.
We understand. But like, we've said this forever. Tamra is a great housewife.
She's doing her fucking job.
She's the only one doing her job.
Literally.
Everybody else sucks.
Absolutely.
They're so bad.
I'm a Tamra fan.
Yeah.
Just in regards to like the fact that she is doing her job, she understands the assignment. She's not on team. Let's just fucking get people that we don't like out of here.
Yeah.
You have to have cause. You have to have reason. Watching everybody just completely fucking 180 on Tamra this episode. Meanwhile, Katie is an untouchable pariah.
Yeah.
But Tamra's cool, Gretchen.
Yeah.
Are you fist fucking me right now? Yeah, I said it.
Whoa.
This is crazy.
Whoa. That just flew out of your mouth.
I don't know what
Can't
else
get that
to
one
say.
back.
I'm leaving it out there. I said it of my own volition.
God.
I am mortified that we're watching this right now, and they don't know what to do with the last 10 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Good News Friday.
Is it so? My question is obviously the end of the episode ends with the mid-season trailer, which is never technically in the middle, so it doesn't mean we have 18 episodes. We don't have another 9 to go. We've
Right, like
probably
6.
got, and I'm hoping.
This was 9, right?
Yeah, this was 9. I'm hoping that somebody can do the research on this because I'm too tired of OC to deal with it. Figure out when the mid-season trailer usually airs because I don't know if we've even seen Miami's yet.
Mm-mm.
I don't think we have, but I kind of tend to check out with the scenes from next week, and if they say the rest of the season, they probably already.
No,
did, 'cause
I
we're
don't-
like 15 episodes in at this point.
Miami's almost done.
Yeah,
They got like 2
Miami's
left.
So I'm hoping that they realize what kind of stinker they've put out there, and they are going to accelerate to the end.
We've seen that in the
I
past.
can hope.
Was that Potomac that rushed it?
Potomac rushed it. Atlanta seemingly rushed it, although that really started to drag on too. There's not a whole lot that they can do because they have so much filmed and they've sunk so much money into
That's what I was going to
production.
say. Their contracts are so
Yeah,
big.
so they're gonna do it. It just rushed to the end at this point because so many things are changing,
I know.
and we're hearing now that all of the stuff that we were kind of gearing towards, which would have been downright unwatchable for the reunion, was just going to be all Katie centric, like going after her, proving to everybody that she was doing all of these things, which none of us would have cared about
And it's not true.
and none of us would have tuned in for. Instead, we're flipping, and we're hearing reports now from Heather and from other people that they thought it was going to be a takedown of Katie, and now that Tamra has kind of aligned herself with Katie and other people are starting to talk about it, it might actually be an indictment on the rest of the cast, which obviously brings us back in, because that's how we all feel. We are all, again, it's just really funny because Katie has done these things to herself.
Sure.
But she hasn't gotten a fair shake that every other housewife in the existence of Housewives has ever gotten. So we're still sitting here like, well, fuck the rest of them. Let's hear from Katie.
Let her talk.
And we're not going to hear from Katie because she's not going to be on the show for 6 weeks.
And I don't want to see this group of idiots go to Amsterdam.
Unless, and this is where I might become a Tamra fan, she actually is just a complete and utter asshole to everybody on the
It appears
cast.
that she starts to do that.
And if she starts doing that, I'm going to turn. I'm going to be like, all right, Tamra, I get what you're saying. Well, be an asshole to Gina and Emily. Be an asshole to, Shannon's, still walking carefully around you. I don't give a shit. I'm so tired of Shannon popping off like she does nothing for me anymore. Be an asshole to Heather. Do something, light a fire under her ass because she's boring as shit too.
They all are, dude. It's unwatchable at this point. I will say this. And Ryan, you must be having a field day. This is like our most Tamra positive episode ever.
We're going the opposite of like choose the lesser of two evils. I'm choosing the most evil.
I want the most evil.
I want the
at this
most
point.
evil. Release the demon.
Yeah.
I want
seriously.
Tamra to go back to like her psychotherapy session and get all of these trigger words and keywords that she can use in arguments against people. I want her to piss people off.
I
For it.
I am under the impression that this whole thing, and I don't know if it was like premeditated. I think it kind of came about by the situation. Tamra, who is a great housewife. I don't like Tamra. She's good at her job. Yeah. Tamra read the room. She listens to everything. Like, that's the one thing you can also credit her with. Like, during the season, she's taking notes of every single interaction. She comes into this season. It's Tamra versus Gretchen, Jenn, and Katie, right? So what does she do? She infiltrates. She gets between Katie and the other girls, flips them somehow against Katie, even though Gretchen did say that she went to the hospital. We have proof of that. Now we have fucking Sheena Shea coming out of right field saying that she's the one that told Kiki Monique. Probably just looking for some attention, but still a valid person coming into this mix who would do something like that, so it makes sense. Tamra hears that. Tamra hears this. Tamra reads the room and goes, okay, I've infiltrated. I'm going to work on Gretchen, get her back on my team a little bit. I'm going to work on Jenn, get her back on my team a little bit. Then I'm going to fuck both of them because I'm going to flip at the reunion and be Team Katie. Masterful work.
Yeah.
I do believe she saw an opening and took it.
Yeah, that's really all it is. It's really not that difficult either. This has to be the easiest franchise to be a housewife on because it's so simple. It's just simply so simple. If you put any good housewife from any other franchise and throw them into OC right now, they're going to do the same shit that Tamra's doing because it's just easy. Why not?
It's a layup. Just go after the weakest links, which is everybody on the show. You can take your pick. If you are even a remotely capable housewife, you can walk into this show and thrive because nobody else knows what to do. The two at the helm right now is fucking Gina and Emily.
Yeah.
That's where this show is. Those two can't carry shit, as we're seeing this season. This season is a product of those two being at the forefront.
Like, let's just break down, because we always need a good storyline for a main housewife.
Okay.
Let's break down their storylines.
Okay.
Emily using her son as a storyline right now.
Emily,
which every week it just gets worse and worse, to be honest. Like, there is too much, and we've said it from day one. Like, okay, like if you're going to share this part of you, just be careful because it's going to be around forever. Your son's going to grow up. He's going to have to understand that this whole experience was filmed and it's on Bravo. And every week it gets worse because she allows it to continue.
Also, and I'm not trying to minimize what her and her family are going through. We're not in the meetings. We're not at the doctor's office. We don't know what the diagnosis is. What I will say is this. A kid calling their mom, speaking in a baby voice about wanting to do something, hearing no and hanging up, doesn't scream problematic to me.
No.
And that could be short-sighted. I could be being an asshole right now. Again, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
All right, if you don't want to feel like an asshole, I can be an asshole.
Okay, you do it.
You're a shit mom.
Go
Like,
home.
what the hell?
Go home. I don't know.
Yeah. You're just complaining that you and Shane might get divorced because of this.
And you're saying Shane doesn't know how to parent. We've seen Shane
ridiculous.
fairly calm with this entire thing, being a dad and trying to navigate it to the best of his ability and telling you, I'm looking at the positive. Let's wait for the diagnosis. But when you were gone, we were pretty good.
Dude, that first scene with the testosterone thing, you've got Gretchen on one side just bringing up Slade's broken dick again.
Don't care.
Great, don't care about that. Emily on the other side, it makes me want to have sex with Shane. Enough.
You need to
Just-
get a shot in your ass to have sex with your husband.
Enough. I've had enough of him.
Get it? You're not happy.
Get the fuck out of my life. I am forced at gunpoint every week to watch you on this show.
By all of you listening.
By all of you listening, and I have had enough of Emily. She is the worst. Gina is just nothing. She's a non-factor. Her storyline is that her ex-husband had a heart attack. Oh,
sad.
no.
It's sad.
Oh no!
I'm glad.
Bring this to the OC. This is a great storyline. We're friends. We're co-parenting, and we've got all this. Congratulations!
No, it's
don't
great.
care. And this is, by the way, a byproduct of just a shit season, a shit cast. We look at these like weird storylines, these weird little things that happen from episode to episode that could be nice in a dramatic season like Salt Lake or Miami, and instead we've got this, and we're gonna sit here and make fun of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relentlessly. Because when we dive into the episode itself, like you said, they're at like the testosterone implant factory where they fix penises or something.
I don't know. What is that fucking tool? Do a whole episode on that tool that they use to fix Slade's dick.
Sure.
Probably interesting. I'd watch something like that on TikTok.
Yeah, that would be an interesting.
Like, how does this work?
Sure.
Yeah.
That would be more interesting than what we're watching. And the minute I hear Emily say, I hope Katie's gone, we don't.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the fucking show.
Not how it works.
Let her
You don't
defend.
get to just have some fucking, Persian New Year lie detector test that proves everybody's so innocent except for Katie, and then say, good, I hope she's gone. She's a castmate, a real housewife.
She is holding.
Where do you want her to go?
She's holding. I don't even know what they fucking hold anymore. An orange? That would make sense. Orange County.
Yep.
She's holding an orange.
Mhm.
Let her talk. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Because then you get to the next scene and she pulls out actual fucking evidence that says this guy is a
Jen,
paid
by
actor.
the way, the furthest fall from grace.
Like
She was
fell off the
so
Grand Canyon.
so set up for any sort of success, any sort of potential moving forward and becoming a good housewife. Completely gone.
Out the window entirely.
Completely gone, because everybody can see through this entire conversation.
Yep.
You are so afraid to align yourself with Katie because you're going to go into the sinking ship.
Yep.
Grow some balls.
Please.
Go to the testosterone place, and get a chip that grows balls and fixes your penis. I don't know what it does over there. No idea what they do over there. It's probably
you nailed it.
in a good season, we would spend like 10 minutes on that testosterone place just talking about what they do because it's very fascinating, I'm sure. No. Jen, grow some balls.
It's crazy.
Defend your friend.
Please, because she just gave you the website printed out that says willing to do some acting, paid actor, blah, blah, blah. We have evidence of these people on TV in the past.
Also, we never get, when the Twitter sleuths and everybody starts compiling all this evidence, and we see, oh yeah, we've seen these people before. They've been on multiple shows. They've lied for the sake of furthering a storyline. We usually don't get that until like a reunion. And it's like, hey, did you see who this person said on Twitter? Katie shows up the next day with that. Like, here you go. Here's some fucking actors.
What am I supposed to believe this?
What? Yeah. Terry Dubroza, doctor on a TV show.
How is that the same
It's
fucking
not the same
thing?
thing. If he played a doctor on Nip Tuck, a classic show from FX in the 90s, in the early 2000s, which I loved, very much so. If he played a doctor on that show and was also a doctor, that would be pretty cool. Not the same thing.
Not even
Not the
remotely.
same thing. It would be like saying, well, I mean, I play a housewife on TV in a reality show. Does that mean I'm not a housewife outside? No. It's not the same thing. It's the worst fucking comparison I've ever heard in my life.
It was
and
ridiculous.
I hate that. Like, that made me hate Heather Dubrow.
Heather's having
Which
a tough go.
She's been a non-factor, and I don't care, and I want her to go to Beverly Hills and move on with her life. Now I don't want her to go anywhere. Go away.
It's frustrating to watch the people that were involved with the dinner. You know, now Jen is completely, what's the word, obfuscating
Yep.
herself from this whole thing, saying, well, what I heard was she said she should have gone. We have pretty damning evidence that
Well,
she
we
said.
heard Gretchen say yesterday,
Yeah,
that's not what Katie's talking about.
exactly. And you were at the dinner. The most condemning evidence of all is every time we cut over to Matt. He's like, look, and he has fucking 30 phone
Which,
calls
by
from
the way,
Slade.
when they do show the text messages later, Katie says that they will unveil what Slade was saying because weirdly enough, they blurred it out.
Blurred it out.
Which
why are we redacting?
Why are we even seeing it? Why are we even seeing the text messages if all we're gonna get is blurred out from Slade, the housewife?
Why do you have to redact Slate?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. He signed up to be on this show. He really wants to be on this show.
He
as
wants
we
to
know.
be a housewife.
So I don't fucking understand any of that. But really, the only thing that anybody with any sense can sit here and do is watch how we go from scene to scene. And when you get to a scene with Matt and Katie, it's normal. And Matt isn't speaking in some code and making shit up and talking about this and that and whatever. He's talking about why the fuck would I be on the Slade or on the Slade train? I was going to say,
baby.
why would I be on the phone with Slade this many times if it wasn't for that? Hey, Matt, that makes total sense to me. You're pretty normal, and that's a normal thing to say. Why the fuck would Slade call me this many times? I don't want to be on the phone with this douchebag.
That's literally what he says.
Yeah.
And that's like way later in the episode. I mean,
Who cares?
I guess we can stop and talk about Matt, Britt, and Gina. Look, I love that Matt's okay. Good for you. You know, take care of yourself. Take care of your ticker. You only get one. So good for you. I'm glad you have a good relationship, co-parenting, all of that. That's wonderful. I'm happy for you or something.
Yeah.
But then you get to Heather with Tamra.
I don't know who you are, but sure.
Yeah, whatever. And then you get Heather with Tamra. And then Jen arrives there. They're making polygraph jokes. This is where you get the fucking crazy line like, Terry's a doctor on a show. Terry is a doctor on a reality show about doctors. Yeah. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't say on Terry's website, we'll do some paid acting, does it? Because then I probably wouldn't go to him.
No, exactly.
It says on their
whole point.
fucking website, dude. They have an IMDb.
They should have done the Persian New Year in a police station. That would have been cool.
Then I would have believed it.
Then I would have potentially, there would have been a little bit of doubt, but I would have believed it. Instead.
But you watch Jen bow to Tamra at this lunch. They stand up and they fucking kumbaya. Like, you know what?
Easiest thing in Tamra's life, by the way.
Oh, dude, is a layup.
God.
She didn't even have to try. She barely did anything.
Nope.
All she did was convince Jen that you don't want the mess Katie's involved in. Mm-hmm. But guess what, Jen? I want that mess. I'm just not going to tell you about it until I'm gonna fucking
Makes
bury
way
you.
for me to do that because you're not capable of taking the other side.
Take the reins.
Let me take the reins because this is hot. This is great stuff. If I go over to this side and I go after you guys, people want to watch that. And yeah, people do actually want to watch that.
We're ready.
Because we hate everybody else.
With a fiery, fiery passion. And watching Shannon, Emily, and Gina go shopping, and the phone call comes in, and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. It makes me want to leave and go home. Then fucking go home. Go home and film that scene so we can see what's going on. You wanted to enter. You wanted
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
to bring
she
this
wanted
up.
This, yeah.
Okay? You want us to feel sympathy for you, and I do to a certain extent. Obviously, it's a difficult subject, but you brought your kids into the show.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. I don't get what you want from us, Emily. I don't get what you're trying to pull out of us. I don't get why you're not going home if that is the case.
I have no idea, honestly. And all we've heard, by the way, we're not just jumping to conclusions because we hate Emily. Yes, we hate Emily. Both can be true.
Yeah.
We're using the evidence that you're giving us.
Correct.
Which is you blaming Shane, but Shane's saying whenever you're home, he acts like a baby.
He's also a kid,
He's
so
a
it's
child.
not crazy.
And it seems to me, the outsider looking in, that maybe you baby the kid. I don't know. You're not giving us anything else here.
I don't know what to say.
You're just saying that like it might end up with you and Shane getting divorced, which, by the way, maybe you should get divorced.
Don't seem to like each other.
Also, by the way, I hope Shane has a prenup because I know that his family pays for your whole fucking life.
He's got that Mormon money.
He's got that money that he's just sitting on. And I hope he's got a prenup because if you guys do get divorced and Shane can grow a backbone and actually divorce you, what are you going to do?
I don't want...
You're not going to be on this show anymore, God willing.
I don't root for divorces. I'm not going to root for the divorce. Again, let me reiterate. If there's something going on with Luke, which there appears to be, like, yeah, obviously that's fucking hard. Like, you're trying to deal with a kid that's on the spectrum, and you're trying to figure out where he lies on the spectrum, and what to do, and how to diagnose, how to treat it, all of those things. Super difficult. I'm sure it's a very harrowing task. I empathize with that. But what you're giving us does not resonate as far as, oh, that's what you're going through. Yeah. What we see is, okay, maybe he is crying for help. Maybe he is FaceTiming you, asking for help. And you're saying to two other women there, I feel like it should go home. We do too.
Yeah.
Go home then.
Call me old-fashioned, but if this is a new thing that you guys have realized that your son is going through, Do it off camera.
Go home and take care of
Get it
him.
actually fixed. Don't just bitch about it on camera.
And then have to have him in 10, 15 years look back and clean up this mess that you
Yeah.
made for him because you won't stop talking about
a
it.
Facebook post.
I hate this show. I fucking hate it so much.
And then Gretchen's going to comment, or Katie's going to comment on the Facebook post. And
Hopefully.
then we're going to be back here in 15 years.
We're never leaving.
Oh, God.
We're stuck forever. But that's when you get the scene with Katie and Matt, where they have actual evidence and a normal conversation, like you said, without code words, without hinting at things. You get an actual explanation. Look how many times Slade called me. Look at these text messages.
Without it seeming like and stinking like it was rehearsed.
No, it looks like Matt's like literally just completely perplexed by this whole thing. Like, how is this happening to you, Katie? We have all of the evidence. Look, again, Katie put herself in this spot because she kept talking to people.
Yep.
Okay? That was dumb.
Oh, which, by the way, Kiki Monique, I said last week, her credibility is pretty much gone. Dead. Dead.
well, now that Sheena Shea,
Sheena's involved.
she's
you're
the one
done.
that said it?
Yes.
Like, that does.
Yeah.
Now we have a whole new wrinkle in this whole thing that none of us fucking care about, by the
Please,
way.
for the love of God, because we know Sheena's going to be involved in the Valley, we hear shit about Kiki Monique.
You bring this to the Valley.
Anything else, if this comes into the Valley, I'm going to... Well, actually, you know what? If it comes to the Valley, I am actually very confident that people like Dodie and Jesse
I'd be like, what the fuck?
will be like, shut up.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with you. Go away. But like the Sheena wrinkle adds a whole layer of stink to this thing. Anytime she's involved, it means that somebody's vying for attention because they feel like they're falling out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
So anytime I hear, oh, it might have been Sheena, it's like, oh, then this whole thing is fake.
Yeah.
All of this is bullshit.
Entire thing is fake.
Maybe one thing was said or hinted at, but the story that we're getting is completely embellished. If you need proof of that, read her fucking book.
Or Gretchen is fully lying and Sheena's like, oh, I did hear that. Let me get involved. And it just comes back on Gretchen. If it comes back on Gretchen entirely, I'm okay with it.
Fine. I don't
But
care.
like, I know it's going to take us a long time to even get remotely close to that. It should be one of those things that if it does come fully back on Gretchen and we find out before they film the reunion, she's got to go.
I agree.
Got to go.
You came onto the show for one purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and we watched you back down in this episode to the one person you were supposed to go. We were excited for this.
Yeah.
How fucking dumb are we?
Yeah.
We were stoked. We're like, finally, someone's going to go after... Nope. All she had to do was scare you a little bit, and you cowered. You cowered away like a coward.
And the other problem is, for the outlook of this franchise in particular, everybody who's just been stoking the fire of maybe Vicky will come back. Vicky said she doesn't want to come back. So we're dead.
We're done.
Recast, gone.
Fuck.
Send them gone.
Well, let's go to the beach.
Why don't we go to the beach?
Let's go to the beach where nothing happens except for Tamra gets her way, which again, yay, Team Tamra now. Who would have seen that?
We
Maybe
are
she'll unblock
full
us.
Team Tamra
I
right
don't
now.
know. But like, we go to the beach, and what is there to discuss? Let's look. Tamra brought Joe. Gretchen sees that. You know it's a shot at you, Gretchen. That's the ex of your husband, your deadbeat husband, that we all think is a deadbeat, by the way. So you're not going to escape those allegations. I love that we got a little montage or a clip of going back to him at the fucking reunion 12 years ago going, I decided not to come back. And Andy's like, you're not a housewife, dick.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You weren't invited back. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. He was so thirsty for the camera, he got involved with another housewife. Crazy. Okay, anyway, Gretchen sees Joe, clocks that this is a move from Tamra, and then still, even after that, agrees to go sit with Tamra to squash things. Not only that, she leads it off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I contacted your daughter. Now you go. And Tamra's like, I guess I'm sorry.
I guess, yeah.
And like-
whatever. I'm the reason that Slade hasn't been getting jobs?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about
Right,
that.
Let me come in and I'll just hold your hand. We got one little glimpse right before that conversation where you can kind of see where Tamra's going. with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right when she starts asking questions about what Gretchen said, because Tamra was in the car when Gretchen said, I had to go to the hospital the next day.
Oops.
I felt so bad I went to the hospital.
Oh, I misspoke.
Tamra was in the fucking SUV, which I'm giving only Tamra only, a pass on last week for not speaking up.
Yeah,
Because clearly there's bigger things in motion.
because she's a
got
good
a
housewife.
Whole plan in motion. She's like, oh, that's not what you said to me and Shannon in the car the other day.
And then
Okay.
she started ticking.
Whatever. Let's start going this way. Katie's on the outs. I'll start quietly talking to Katie, get more information, and then I'll stand up and just completely knock Gretchen completely back. Why? Why not?
because it's such a
How
layup.
it works, it's a fucking layup for Tamra, who's a very capable housewife. Should be a layup across the board for an average housewife, and this is what we have to be dealing with.
Well, that's the funny thing is you can literally see it start to hatch, or it might have hatched a little bit before this, but like you can see her putting the pieces together because as they're sitting at the table, she brings it up to Gretchen.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "But what exactly did you say?" And Gretchen like kind of stumbles. She's like, "Well, no, well, I must have misspoke." It's like, ooh, that's never gonna work, especially
never gonna
against
work.
Tamra.
Nope.
So you can see.
She also said, I heard that, Slade was calling Matt. Katie said that Slade was calling Matt. What were they talking about?
Which means she's talking to
that he's
Katie.
trying to get that going. Yeah. Yep.
You're getting all of the pieces that she's putting together, and that's the thing. Anybody on the receiving end, Gretchen, Jen, they should be sitting there going, fuck, she's got something. She's burned us, I don't know how many
If you're
times.
Gretchen, you should be like, fuck, why did I say that?
Yeah,
Unless she just genuinely doesn't remember. Oh, that's Jen's problem.
that's Jen's issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look,
Well, here's the
I
thing.
think a very clear image of how dumb Jen is, too.
Well, the other thing is like you can't claim misspeaking or not saying that when Matt has a call log from Slade. That's pretty much his entire phone. It's either Slade or my spicy Asian, which
yeah.
is funny.
Yeah.
But like the evidence that we have against, and we are very evidence focused here, as you all know, we have a lot of mounting evidence that Katie, she's in the right. She's in the wrong for talking to these people, but she's also in the right because there were the things that are getting her kicked out of the group, which is an insane thing to say. We have watched countless franchises do horrible things. We've watched Tamra do unspeakable things. And yet she always has a door back in, or at the very least, the chance to defend it. Katie has yet to get that chance because all of these women are jealous of the fact that she's younger than them, prettier than them, and has a good relationship with her husband and kids.
Yep.
So you're all terrified of this woman. You're jealous of this woman. You're trying to oust her. We don't want to see you guys gang up on a newbie and completely kick her off the show. That's not fun TV.
Yeah.
We don't want to sit around and watch Emily and Gina and Shannon and Heather have a good news off.
No.
No one fucking cares about
I
any of
tuned it
them.
out.
I fast forwarded.
I tuned it out.
I fast forwarded.
Completely tuned it out. I'll give you my best rendition of what happened. It seems that Sophie, Shannon's daughter, broke up with someone.
No, he broke up with her.
But, there's good things on the horizon there, so that's good news for Friday.
No, there's not. She's coming to visit Shannon now. And Heather's like, good
great.
news. That's bad news. Her boyfriend broke up with her.
Bad news.
That's sad.
Bad news. Heather's daughter got into Yale.
Cool.
Congratulations.
How does that affect us at all?
Fantastic. Then we go over to...
And it's probably one of those things where she paid for like the new crew clubhouse or something, allegedly. That's not a real thing. Don't quote that and then get us fucking in trouble. I don't think that happened.
And then we go over to Gina's ex-wife-in-law. Yeah. that
Yeah.
works. Yeah, let's go with that.
Once removed.
Again, thankful that Matt is alive.
Yeah, we are.
Congratulations.
That's great.
Didn't know who you were before today, but, thanks.
Are we trying to integrate her into the show now?
Who knows? Joe, do you have anything to say? No? Okay, cool.
No, she did. She had something that I don't remember because it was irrelevant. And
She's
that's
thankful that she's not with Slade anymore. So that's
probably.
pretty cool.
Oh no, sorry. She's trying to have a baby.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yep.
How much do we have invested in Joe? This much.
Nothing. Absolutely
Fucking
nothing.
zero. Like, great, good for you guys.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent.
Tamra, Sophia has
A
a
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
This is the equivalent of going to a coffee shop and asking strangers, "Tell me something happy in your life."
Did you actually fast forward? Because you've answered everything that I've said so far.
That's when the minute
Emily
that
have any good news? I don't think
the
so.
minute that we got to Joe having or trying to have a baby, I then fast forwarded and shortly thereafter
Trailer.
saw credits to the trailer. Yeah. And I paused at one point before it ended to hear if anything, and it was still more good news. And yay, I was like, okay, so nothing is happening.
No, yeah, there was absolutely nothing.
Like, we're just going to sit
5
here
minutes.
and listen to strangers. Again, I could go do this in my neighborhood. I can walk my dog and ask my neighbors, hey, anything cool happened today?
You should start doing that.
It'd be more interesting than this. Good News Friday. They would fucking hate me. My neighbors would hate me.
They would. If they knew that you had a podcast and then listened to it, and we actually had like a legitimate segment, Good News Friday.
With Steele's neighbors. It would be more interesting than this.
It would be way more
Here-
interesting. People would be invested.
Let me sum this up. Okay. Tell me if I get this right. So I sat there for 42 minutes and watched this through. What happened in this episode? Gretchen and Jenn, sworn enemies of Tamra, have bent the knee to Tamra.
Mm-hmm.
Tamra has seen an opening and is now setting up chess pieces to take those two down because they went against her, and she's teaming up with Katie at the reunion, as we know. Katie has insurmountable evidence against everything that's happened to her this season, and yet that's being treated as though it's completely irrelevant, even though it's a website screenshot of the dude that gave the fucking thing, the polygraph test,
And the girl.
and the girl.
Both of them.
Both of them are actors, but
It's
that's
on his website.
but that's the same as saying that Terry Dubrow is a doctor. Is he a fake doctor? I don't know how that fucking tracks. And then we end it by hearing about a bunch of people we don't know and the good news in their life.
Mhm.
That's where we are.
That was the episode.
That was a whole episode, 10
and,
episodes in.
The tool that fixes Slade's penis.
Oh, and Slade's dick got fixed.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's getting there.
I'm so
Still
stoked
like this, but it needs to be. You know.
that I took time out of my day to take notes on this. What are we doing?
I don't know. I imagine questions.
Why are you making us do this, guys? Why do you fucking do this to us? I shaved my head because of this show. Not really.
Steals 2008 Britney.
Leave
Jesus.
Leave us
Christ,
alone.
guys. Why? There's so many fucking questions.
guys. Let us live. Let's dive in.
Here you go. From Myra. Thank you for pronouncing your name. Myra.
I always
Helwig.
appreciate that.
Yep. Was beach volleyball basically a friend of audition after Katie left? Felt super off. Don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
Wasn't
We
paying attention.
usually love breaking down those scenes and talking about athleticism.
Didn't care.
Did not care.
Don't need to see Shannon be clumsy anymore. Not funny. Don't care that Gina played volleyball in high school. Of course she's that one.
Mhm.
I played in high school. Sick, dude. We all played sports in high school.
Sweet Sarah 10, I guess you're not as online as we are. Clearly Tamra's plotting. I don't buy this truce with Gretchen. Is Katie and Tam alliance forming? Yes. It already
Confirmed.
Confirmed, formed currently. Not on the show, but
Good
I'm
for
sure
you for staying off
we'll see
social media.
something. Yeah, good for you. From Lindsay Bucks. Why are people acting like talking to a blogger is the worst thing ever done?
We don't know. It's been our question for 9 episodes now. Why is this the end of the fucking world?
From Dentine55. Has Slade ever applied for a job? He'd have to try to get a job to get passed over. Good point.
Probably not.
Yep, probably not.
I'm sure Andy has a bunch of his resumes.
From Shauna Draper. Can we talk about Philly? Jalen Carter's spit scene around the world. Dak seems to have instigated. Dak spit first.
Dak spit first. Hashtag Dak spit first.
Yep. Oh, this is really nice. From Elizabeth McMaster. Wow, your name is really long. It goes ... So I'm sorry after that. But not a question, but it's okay if you stop. I certainly have. It's garbage.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, I
Finally.
wish we could, but there are like 50 other questions in here that indicate we cannot.
Damn it. We were so close.
I only put these up like right before we started filming. You guys love to torture us. I just don't have the energy to do the who do you think's back next season thing because it's going to be disappointing.
All of
There's
them.
a lot of those. They're all going to be back. It's going to be terrible again.
I just hope Katie comes back. I hope she has a good reunion and comes back into the fold.
Yeah. From Keely Ray, Emily defending her lie detector test when she knows they aren't admissible. Boo. Good point. She's a great lawyer.
She is a lawyer from an
Does she play a
unaccredited
lawyer on
school.
TV?
Oh, I don't. Technically,
Yeah.
she sure tries to. She brings up legal jargon anytime it's applicable, even though she's not a practicing lawyer and her school that she went to is no longer an accredited school. But hey, what the fuck do we know? We're not lawyers either.
I kind of like this idea from Dan J. Falconer. Should RHOC 20, which would be next season, be an All-Stars before a full reboot?
I'm okay with that.
I'm all right with that because you can get rid of all the riffraff that's existing right now and just bring in the All-Stars for one season, send them to a fucking, like, the Legacy thing, send them to an iconic RHOC vacation that they did, like, 10 years ago, have it be a little bit of fun, and then just
And 8 episodes.
Uh-huh. Yep, there you go. RMeb124. No question, just thanks for doing the work.
You're welcome.
God.
It's taking years off of our lives and it's sucking the joy from both of us.
Yeah, I'll do that one last. Let me see if there's another one in here. Christine BB8, do we care about this show anymore? Nope.
We've stopped caring weeks ago, yet here we are.
Oh, this is funny. From Courtney Bridal Rush. It took me 3 times to watch this week's episode because it was so bad I fell asleep the first 2. Good on you for going back and rewatching. I don't know what kind of torture you're into for yourself.
It sounds like some masochistic shit.
You can. I'm gonna say this. You can stop. We're gonna keep going.
We have to keep going. You can just listen.
This last one is from Out of Office Mama. Do you think anyone will change their tune towards Katie at the reunion with all of the things turning? So
they're gonna catch wind.
Yeah. God, I don't.
You're going to see an awkward stumble from a couple to try to spin that they were not anti-Katie. I would imagine Gretchen's going to try to backpedal a little bit. Jen's definitely going to try to backpedal because she's getting a lot of backlash right now, and she's not geared towards it
right now. Yeah,
she can't handle that kind of pressure, and she's getting a lot of it online right now. So I'd imagine she's going to fold because now it's 2 parts. 1, you're going to look like an asshole for going after Katie. And 2, you have to go up against Tamra at the reunion, and she's going to be gassed up.
That's
ready
like
to go.
Jen's worst nightmare, too, because I can imagine while filming, we know what she's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to attach myself to this. I just got clear. People seem to like me. But now you're going to have to go through everything, and you're currently going through everything. And if your social media is any indicator, you're losing.
Yeah.
Really badly.
Yeah.
This reunion is going to be a terrible time for Jen.
You brought it on yourself.
Yep.
So
I
did
just hope
Gretchen.
it's a terrible time for Gina and Emily, too. I don't give a shit about Heather Dubrow. Like, go away to a different show.
Go to
I
Beverly
do not
Hills.
care about what she gets or doesn't get or whatever. It's going to be Tamra and Katie. Tamra's going to defend Katie. Maybe she flips at some point and goes after Katie. I don't know. It's only things that Tamra does. But I need Gina and Emily to just get skewered because
That
they
would
won't
be
be able to
great.
handle it, and I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, same. But, last year we enjoyed it.
Yep.
So we're 1 for 3 on
That was a
OC.
dream. Maybe it didn't even happen.
The fever dream,
You
like
could
Shazam,
convince me that you and I had like similar dreams about OC,
probably.
and it was actually really, really bad, and we don't remember doing it.
It's the Shazam theory.
No.
We did this today.
We gave ourselves CTE watching OC.
Mm-hmm. And then let me ask them if you guys remember a movie with Sinbad in it called Shazam, in which he was a genie.
Didn't exist.
I learned that today. I'm pretty confident that it did exist.
Oh,
and
you
this is-
just learned that today? I
That's
just
why I brought
figured
it
you
up
were like
in the group
dicking
chat.
around.
No, I was on Instagram, I think, and that popped up like the Mandela effect of
Yeah.
I
I think that's the biggest one. There's a couple others.
that Nelson Mandela died in 1983, but then he lived till he's 2013.
Mhm.
That's another one.
Yeah, that one's a different generation because like I wasn't alive in '83.
I'm assuming that's where Mandela effect.
Yeah, it
comes from.
definitely is. Yeah, but I think the whole world was like, oh, he was definitely dead.
They say he died in prison in '83, and then he died in 2013. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Me, I remember him being at the South America World Cup.
same,
So I was like, oh yeah, Nelson Mandela. That's cool.
right?
Yeah.
But Sinbad was a genie in a movie, and I'm gonna fucking prove this somehow.
Yeah. Good luck. I think a lot of people have tried. Lesser men, though.
Damn right. You heard it here. Oh, fuck. I hate this fucking show, dude. It's so bad. Okay, well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nope, all good here.
Well, that's our show, I guess. Bro's got to go. We'll see you next week for the same bullshit.